Hello and welcome to 9 to 5 Data, where we talk about data analytics. In the last video, we look at the Home tab where we explain all the subsections that are available in the Home tab. And in this video, we'll be looking at the Insert tab and we'll be talking about the subsections we have in the Insert tab. So let's go to our Power BI and start looking at that. The first subsection that we have is the pages, and it has this new page. When you click on the drop down beside it, we have two buttons, which is the blank page and the duplicate page. So if you click on the blank page, it's going to insert a new page to the farthest right of the pages you have on your canvas. So that is the work of new page. So if you go back again and click on the drop down, you see duplicate page. So all it does is take the duplicate of your current page with all its configuration and visuals on the canvas. So if we go to the next subsections that we have the visual subsections, and we have seen this before when we look at the Home tab, where we have the new visual and the more visual. So basically just does what we have explained in the Home tab. So it's just added here to make getting to them very easy. So we move to the next subsection, which is AI visualization. And what Microsoft has done with this is try to incorporate AI into Power BI. And some of these visuals have some AI context in them, which you need to configure yourself. Say, for example, you click on this. It's going to add a visualization onto the canvas of that AI visual. For now, we don't have any data to work with this, so it's just a blank visualization on the canvas. So same thing with, if you click on the composition tree, so it's going to add a new visualization called the composition tree onto the canvas, which when we have some data to work with this, you get to see how we can incorporate them into our dashboard. And same thing with narrative, which is just an auto-generated summary. So you have a dashboard or you have a number and AI can get a summary of that numbers for you or of that table for you. So that is just a way of Microsoft incorporating AI into Power BI. And the next subsection is the Power Platform, which at the beginning of this course, we have already explained what is Power Platform. So if you have not seen that, then go back to watch what Power Platform means and how it is connected to Power BI. So we can see that we have three buttons here, which is paginated report, which we've also explained that in the previous video about Power Platform. We have Power Apps, we have Power Automate. So what we can do with this basically is that we can add a Power Automate button into our dashboard. So by doing that, we can use the Power Automate to trigger some set of automation. Say, for example, there's a button where you click, if you look at your visualization or you look at your dashboard and you find out that you are running low on a particular product, a Power Automate button can be added into the dashboard where once it is clicked, it sends an automatic email to a logistic company and they get to come and restock for you. So that is how to use Power Automate and how it helps with Power BI. And if we go to the next subsection, which is the elements, so we have seen some of them, especially the text box. So it is a way of bringing text box into our visualization. Say you want to add title to your work. There are other formatting options we have. We can change the font size. We can change the font color. We can make it bold, italicized, underlined, and do all sort of formatting, even insert a link into it. Say, for example, you want a link to a different web page outside of your dashboard. So you can do that. And for the buttons is a way of inserting button to help with navigating our Power BI. Say, for example, you want to make your Power BI very intuitive and very dynamic. You can use buttons to do that. Say, once somebody click a left arrow, then something happens. Once somebody click reset, then it removes all the filters on the dashboard. And also, we have bookmarks that we can use to do some bookmarking. It's just like saving a particular view of your dashboard. We have applied all slicers, which we are also going to explain all those later. We also have navigator, which is a way of bringing page navigator into this, or bookmark navigator into our dashboard, which we will see how very powerful all these buttons are. So we also have the shape, which we can use to bring basic shapes into our visualization. We have the circle, rectangle, pentagon, and different shape, even chevrons when you look at block arrows. So these are important when we want to, design our dashboard or give it a look of an app. All these functionalities like basic shapes can be used to make the design intuitive and very dynamic. So we also have the image button. When you click on that, it allows you to bring image into your Power BI. So most of all this that you are seeing under the elements now, they have options that once you click on them, you can perform different actions with them, like I said. So by clicking on this action, you can say if somebody click on this image, what should happen? Then it takes them back, or it can give a page navigation, or it can take them to a web URL. So that is the element subsection. And for the spark line, so this is just a way of adding some visualization to what we already have. So in this video, we see the insert tab and the subsection. So in the next video, we'll be looking at the modeling tab. So don't forget to like, to share this video, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Thank you.